Hallo POT und willkommen zur 10. Folge von, oh, das ist viel zu laut, Dream Daddy. Wir haben beim letzten Mal eine mysteriöse Nachricht von einem unserer Lieblinge bekommen, nämlich Matt. Und ich würde mal sagen, wir schreiben dem Jungen doch direkt mal. Hey Prime, what are your feelings about poker? Beyond hardly knowing, poker? I hardly know her. ... There it is. Well, good talk. Wait, I actually like poker. I just saw the joke and I had to take the shot. Please, Matt, I'm a dad. I'm contractually obligated. No, I get that. Anyway, we've been playing weekly poker games and I figured I should send an invite your way. That sounds great. I love losing money. Cool dude, see you soon. Also Poker spielen mit Matt und wem noch? Robert ist bestimmt dabei. Brian vielleicht noch. Robert oder vielleicht Joseph. Lose that money, baby. Mal gucken, was passiert. Use your hips when throwing. Oh, haben wir Ladezeiten richtige. Matt invited me to a poker night at Joseph's. Ich wusste es. Joseph ist einfach, das ist der Player. I put on my going out coat and walk over. Across the way I spot Matt, who's walking over from his own house. He's got a case of beer under his arm. Guter Mann. Crap, I should have brought something. Hey, man. Crap, I should have brought something. Super wiederholt ich halt. Haha, no worries, man. It's your first time, just bring a full wallet. How long have you guys been at this for? Years, buddy. Just a nice way to keep in touch with the guys. It's never really high stakes. Oh, sogar mehr als gedacht. Brian hatten wir auch vermutet. Craig hatte ich im Hinterkopf, wollte ich aber nicht sagen, weil, guck mal, selbst jetzt kommt er in Jogginghose. Gut, ich habe eine Wölkchen-Shorts an, aber das ist ein Unterschied. We pass through the fence enclosing Joseph's backyard. Craig, Brian, and Joseph hover around the patio, drinking beer and chatting. Robert sits in the corner, brooding as usual. Prime, glad you could make it.
Oh.
So am I. I'm psyched to take on your money. Just like old times. Craig's the resident shark. We prefer the term person who's good at poker. I'm well aware, Craig's always been suspiciously good at poker, weil der cheatet, ne? Alle Chinesen cheaten, weil die als Volk insgesamt keine Ehre haben. Are you still as terrible as you were in college? Poker face, tell the truth. Poker face. Hey, I wasn't terrible. I'm not bad at poker. I'm definitely good at poker. Everyone stares at me. Okay, maybe that was a little offensive. Guck dir mal Brian an, wie entsetzt der ist, der deutsch sprechende Bastard. Okay, I'm bad at poker.
Oh.
There's no way you're as bad as Joseph. Hallo Aragorn, nach unserem verkackten Gate kommst du wieder hier unter meine Augen oder was? Du bist genauso hot wie damals. Joseph shrugs.
Hey.
This is basically my Thai thing. I'm giving back to the community. Plus, I'm happy to just sit here and eat all of Brian's snacks.
Yeah.
Guess who brought pigs in a blanket? Not Craig. Hey, my chia seed and granola energy balls are just as delicious. Everybody laughs. Ha ha ha. Let's just get the game going. Okay, jetzt geht's los. We all take a seat at the table. Muss ich jetzt echt Poker spielen? Vielleicht geht das Gameplay echt richtig los. And Matt starts dealing cards. Oh, für mich wirst du immer ein Ass sein. The first couple rounds go by easily as I'm getting the hang of things, but it's obvious that Craig is running the show here. Craig, how did you get so good at this? It's pretty easy. You just start getting a feel for everybody's tell, like Matt would scratch his ear. Hey. Brian adjusts his pants when he's trying to lie. Hey. Now wait a second. And I think you just loudly nod to the whole room when you have a good hand. Yeah, yep, that's me. Ich bin so unfähig. What's Joseph's tell? Everything, literally everything. That man is an open book. He couldn't lie if he tried. Well, at least I have God on my side. Wir wissen beide, dass der Zug abgefahren ist, mein Freund.
Oh.
You can't even say that with a straight face. What about Robert? Oh. Honestly, the man's an enigma. Robert raises his glass of whiskey to us in a solemn salute. I think he'd wipe the floor with us if he actually tried. I'm just here because I enjoy the company. Robert pulls out his phone and stares at it. Robert, is that a flip phone? War das Matts Stimme? Ja, ne? Ja, irgendwie so. Yeah. What, are you a drug dealer now? Yeah, what do you need? Horse, speed, Tijuana, John... Oh, meine Stimme geht kaputt.
Hey.
I can get you the street stuff easy, but if you're looking for something exotic or designer that's maybe 72 hours in favor called, maybe I won't need you today, but maybe I won't need you tomorrow, but someday. Oh, I think I'm good. Als ob du nicht Bock hättest auf so ein bisschen Uppers und dann geht richtig Post ab. Right.
Hey.
But still, if you got the coin, I got the goods. I dropped my phone in the toilet and this is a backup until I can get it replaced under warranty. Everyone murmurs their sympathies. We've all been there. We go back to playing. I really gotta stop eating these pigs and blankets. Pigs and blankets? I don't know, but they're very good. I think there might be cheese in them. Auf jeden Fall, Alter. Oof, I don't know if I got enough to race you on this round. You can always bet your firstborn.
Hey.
If you think you can handle another one, be my guest. Brian and Hazel are a handful, to say the least. Ja, oh Gott, der will ja die Kinder an Joseph andrehen. Der hat doch schon 4, Alter. Buddy, you think 3 kids is a handful? Try 4. I'm operating at 100% dead capacity at all times.
Oh.
Actually, it's technically 5. Christine saw a commercial for one of those dolls that poop and wouldn't stop asking for it. We ended up getting it for her birthday, but she's so grossed out by the fake baby poop that she makes me change its diapers. So now I'm changing the real baby and the fake baby. Oh mein Gott, wie kann man als Existent so leiden?
Yeah.
There's just a lot of poop in my household right now. Daisy got one of those a while back. One night I walk in on her after she had tried to take the doll apart to see how the poop mechanism worked. But then she couldn't put it back together and started crying. Poop everywhere. Fake poop, but still. That reminds me of... Wait, do we all have poop doll stories? Everyone nods in agreement. Wow. Guys, I really don't need any more poop in my life than there is already. Can we just get back to poker and not talk about poop? Matt deals another hand and we quickly forget about the poop. We run out of pigs and blankets, so we switch over to Craig's healthy snack food. It actually isn't terrible. Aber eigentlich schon. These kale chips are phenomenal. We should sell these at the coffee shop.
Oh.
It's my own recipe. I'd be happy to give it to you guys.
Hey.
I can see it now. Pierce the kale chips. Oh my god.
Hey,
Pierce the Veil is a popular post-hardcore screamo band out of San Diego. We all look at Matt confused. It's maybe not any of your wheelhouses. How's the shop nowadays?
Hey.
Busy as ever. I'm toying with the idea of hiring another person to work the counter, but I haven't found a good candidate.
Hey,
If a man is looking for a summer gig, let me know. Krass, das wäre richtig gut, wenn wir die Alte loswerden könnten. Zu Matt, weil dann hätten die eine automatische Verbindung und ich könnte viel öfter einfach mal so zufällig vorbeikommen. That's really nice of you, but I think she's been burned too badly by coffee shops before. Literally, not figuratively.
Hey.
Matt cocks his head to the side. I'll ask her though. We get down to the final hand of the night. And it's Craig in the lead by a landslide. Joseph has long since lost all of his chips and is taken to tidying up, refusing any help from the rest of us. Brian deals us all cards. So what's it gonna take for Robert to give a damn on this round? Robert looks up from his half-empty glass of whiskey. Do you really want to unleash the beast? Well, now I'm curious. I got a long history of being a gambling man, but I'll only do it if you make it interesting. None of this penny chip nonsense. I got a Lily's 18-year single blend sitting in my closet right now. Was saving it for when River turns 21, but I'm willing to put it up as collateral.
Hey.
Now you're talking my language. He throws the keys to his truck on the table. She's seen better days, but she can still pull a tree trunk off the ground. Nope. Myself and everyone else at the table immediately folds. Deal your cards, Bry guy. Are you guys sure you wanna? You heard the man. Deal. Brian deals the next round of cards. Craig stares daggers at Robert. Die hassen sich, who casually sips his whiskey. So I know what you might be thinking. Robert put his old workhouse up for grabs, his only mode of transportation. At times in his life his only home. How could we be sure of his abilities in gambling? I'll tell you right now, Craig. I wasn't always like this. I was a lot like you, smart, talented, cocksure of my own luck. Great biceps, but it didn't last long though. I lost everything in a game of Pow Gow in the back room of a Shenzhen tea house on what I thought was a 3-day business trip. Everything gone. Clothes, money, identification, you name it. I woke up in a ditch near Xiaojie Park and I had to make my life new from there. It took me 3 years to beg, borrow and steal my way back to American soil. And in those 3 years I saw the greatest depths of human fear, laughed deeper than I ever had, and lost it all many more times over. I've seen my own death, Craig. I know how I die. It's not like this. So let's make this more interesting. Robert produces the deed to his house from his jacket and tosses it on the table. All I have and all I am. Are you prepared to go the distance? Craig wipes the sweat from his brow. He studies Robert's face intently, searching for any sort of tell that he can find. Robert casually sips his whiskey again. I've hold. Everyone erupts. Fine, the whiskey's yours. And that's why you don't dance with the devil. So what was it? Were you bluffing or did you have the cards? That's for me to take to my grave, fellas. Next week, boys. Next week. You got it.
Nice.
I mean, yeah. Sure thing. I almost said a hot leg. This has been very relaxing and I sincerely doubt I will wake up in a cold sweat thinking about it tonight. Keep working on that poker face, Prime. We all say our goodbyes and head our separate ways. Das war schön. Das war so eine schöne Männer-Poker-Runde. Das hat Spaß gemacht. Jetzt, ja, gucken wir mal. Keine neue Nachricht. Wir machen das Date mit Aragorn wieder gut. Machen wir halt eine längere Folge. Und ich habe die Stimme gerade drauf, auch wenn meine Stimme kurz vorm Versagen ist, aber das kriegen wir hin. I had a lot of fun with Robert the last time we hung out, but I'm beginning to wonder if he's dodging me. I've tried messaging him a few times, ooh, clingy, and Dadbook says he hasn't even read them. Haven't even seen him come out of this house, actually. I decided to send him one last message, figuring that this will produce the same result. Hey man, don't know where you've been, but we should grab a drink soon. I walk away from my computer because at this point I know he's not messaging me back anytime soon. Und zack, habe ich eine Nachricht. I linger in the kitchen. I'm all caught up on work. The house is relatively clean. Maybe I should do something nice for Amanda. Vielleicht... Ah nee, das macht keinen Sinn. Boah, wir kriegen das Geld, was meine Frau verdient hat, weil die war nämlich Executive Branch Manager San Diego von Apple. Ja, bevor der Satellit sie traf. I'll bake her favorite pie. I root through the pantry and pull out all the ingredients. This is an old family recipe that I used to make with my grandmother when I was a kid. I lost the actual recipe card a long time ago, but I think I'll be able to remember how to bake it. I start mixing the ingredients together for the crust until I get a nice dough. I throw some cherries into a saucepan to make the filling. Normally I don't like to multitask in the kitchen, but this cherry pie is a piece of cake. Pie? It's a piece of pie. Oh my god, I'm making a pie. Man, I can never remember what temperature you're supposed to set the oven at. I'm pretty sure it's 375 degrees football fields, but I could be wrong. Who am I kidding? I'm never wrong when it comes to this pie. My special twist on my grandma's recipe includes a secret ingredient that not even Amanda knows about. It really makes the cherries extra flavorful. Ui, müde. God, why can't I remember what the secret ingredient is? Bestimmt Waschmittel oder so. More cherries, salt, almond extract. Das klingt eigentlich nicht schlecht. Oh, it's almond extract, duh. Whoops, I accidentally put a little too much in, way too much in. I'm sure it's fine, baking is an art and some of the most beautiful art is made from mistakes. Zum Beispiel deinem... No, I finally get the pie in the oven. How long am I supposed to leave it in there? 50 minutes? Oh, I'll just wing it. Oh mein Gott, der Typ kann überhaupt nicht backen. Was ist denn da los? Amanda's going to be so excited. That kid loves a good pie. I have a seat at the kitchen table and do word jumbles. Immer wieder diese Kreuzworträtsel. Until Amanda comes home. I can hear the door slam open. Yo, Pops, what smells like pie in here? It's pie, sweetie. Macht Sinn. Ich hasse dieses Mädchen so sehr, Jungs. Und Mädels. Amanda darts over to the oven and looks inside. Yes! Hey, it's not done. Be patient. What's your angle here? What? Pies are an objective-based confection. What are you trying to get out of me? Fine, you caught me. Nothing. I've been leading a double life. Amanda, I have terrible news for you. I'm actually a pro skateboarder, an aspiring astronaut and bank robber. The lifestyle is calling me back and I must go. One last job. You know how it is. This pie was the only way I knew how to tell you. Well, I appreciated the years we spent together, but a trade-up is a trade-up. Oh my god. Remember me when you're kicking your feet up in Ibiza? Thanks for all the pie. We share a cordial handshake. Bei sowas denke ich mir immer, die ist cool, aber dann kommt wieder irgendeine Scheiße. I wait a few more minutes before taking the pie out of the oven. I set it on a rack to cool and guard it so Amanda doesn't dig into it before it's ready. What? Does it look kind of weird to you? Oh, that's just me taking artistic license on what cherry pie means to me emotionally. I'm just saying this because, it seems like you might have baked this pie incorrectly. And you're currently, right now, trying to pace it off as a good thing. It's art, sweetie. Friss diesen scheiß Kuchen, dumme Missgu... Was it art when you accidentally baked a whole uncracked egg into the center of my 12th birthday cake? Wie unfähig bin ich? Well, Was it art when you tried to make brownies? And accidentally created chlorine gas, was? Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Was it art when you... Just eat the pie, panda. Shut the fuck up. I cut us a few slices and we sit down to eat. The cherry filling oozes out of the sides and the buttery crust glistens. I watch as Amanda takes a bite. Ugh. What's wrong? Is it not good? Amanda winces and fancies her mouth. No, I just burnt the heck out of the roof of my mouth. This pie is amazing. Ja, gut. Sorry for doubting you. I breathe a sigh of relief and take a bite. She's right, the pie is pretty incredible, as it always is. I'm really proud of you for making a pie without burning the new house down. I got a few dad tricks up my dad's sleeve. Maybe fathers aren't as bumbling and stupid as the media makes us out to be. Maybe we as a society should have a little more respect for fathers as a whole. Dad, your sleeve is on fire. I run to the sink and put myself out. Pride will be my undoing. Ich krieg's nicht mal hin, ohne mich selber zu verletzen, den Kuchen zu backen. Amanda and I clean up the kitchen and play a little more living room hoops before she retreats to her room to do homework. I go back to my word jumbles. Hey, this one spells cat. Oh mein Gott, ich bin so alt. Oh krass, ey. Aragorn will mich anscheinend nicht treffen, oder was? The rest of the evening trickles by. We eat dinner. I help Amanda with one of her scholarship applications. We both start getting ready for bed. I decide to check Dad book one last time before I climb into bed. Still nothing from Robert. Hope he's okay. Ja, genau. I turn out the lights and lie down. Plötzlich klopft am Fenster. Hey. Nein, falsche Stimme. Hey, Prime. Hey, Prime. Hey, I'm outside. Come outside. Ich liebe den Kerl. Was für ein Gestörter. What is that? I was just on the verge of falling asleep. I climb out of bed and try to identify the source of the dinging. My computer screen illuminates the dark room. Dark room. I walk over to it, ready to turn it off, when I notice what's happening on screen. Schreibt er jetzt noch mehr? Don't make me honk. I will honk. Get out here. I look out my window and sure enough, there's Robert leaning up against his pickup truck in my driveway. Ja, gehen wir natürlich raus. I open my door to try and figure out what's going on. Irgendein Adventure, Alter. Du bist so abenteuerlich. Hey. Wanna hang? Was ein Typ. I was kind of sleeping. That's no fun. Come hang out. Wow, ganz schön aggressiv. Jetzt habe ich ein bisschen Angst. I would argue that sleeping is very fun, but I don't have to be anywhere in the morning, weil ich anscheinend nicht arbeite. Might as well live a little. Die werden mich richtig vermissen, alle, wenn ich wieder zurück zum Eisenbahnmagazin muss. Sure. Cool. You plan on going out like that? I look down and realize that I am, in fact, not wearing pants. Das hast du natürlich direkt gesehen, Robert, mit deinen tiefgehenden Augen. I mean, I don't mind. Oh mein Gott. Erstes Date versaut, zweites Date taucht er mitten in der Nacht auf, sieht mich ohne Hose und findet's geil. Right, 1 second. Schnell die Wölkchen-Shorts angezogen. I run inside and throw on my going out pants, Wölkchenhose, shoes and a jacket. I grab my keys and meet Robert back outside. We make out. Ready? Ready. Hop in. Oh. I jump into the passenger seat of his old red pickup truck. I have to move a few empty cigarette packets and gas station receipts out of the way before I can sit. Robert silently starts the car and we drive out of the Wendehammer der Liebe.
Hey.
Oh mein Gott, ich muss einen Schluck Wasser trinken. You like Tom Waits? Wer ist das? Love Tom Waits. Tom who? How is that rag, baby? Ja. Das ist unglaublich. Ironische Sachen darf man nicht machen. Before I can answer, Robert turns up the radio. Yep, that's Tom Waits, alright. He lights a cigarette and cracks the windows. We drive together in silence. So, where are we going? Alter, der Typ will mich... Was ist... Achso, das ist so eine Hula-Hoop-Figur. Ich dachte, da steht irgendwie ein Mädchen auf der Straße. Robert doesn't respond. Oh, creepy Musik. Was passiert hier, Alter? Robert? Oh, I heard you. He still doesn't answer my question. I look out the window and notice that Robert's taking us to the highway. I twiddle my thumbs. Well, whatever I've got myself into, it looks like I'm in it for the night. I settle into my seat and watch streetlights pass by. Das ist eigentlich so der Moment, wo man sagt, ey, entweder du hältst an oder ich rufe die Polizei oder so, springe aus dem Auto oder so. I glance over to Robert, who's driving intently. He looks tired, as he always does, but there's something a bit more there that I just can't place. Oh, schön. Just peachy. Stop looking so nervous. I'm not nervous. I'm a little nervous. Just hang on, we're almost there. Almost where? I have no idea where we are. I think we're moving at a slight incline, but I'm not so sure. We eventually come to a stop. Robert gets out of the car and I sit for a second, unsure if he wants me to get out too. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Entschuldigung. I hastily exit the car. Robert sits on the bed of his truck and pets the space next to him. Oh, das ist ja irgendwie süß. I sit down and take in the view. Oh my, oh, du bist ja Zucker. Oh mein Gott, was geht ab? Bringt er mich hier hin wegen der Aussicht? Oder werde ich aber... Oh mein... Uiuiui. We're on a hill overlooking the city skyline against the bay. The cool night air rustles some trees near us as lights blink in the distance. Off to the side I can see an entrance to a dense forest. Man, it's all so gorgeous, especially Aragorn. This is where I come to mess with... This is where I come to masturbate. What? Entschuldigung. I'm kidding. What's wrong with you? This is my little spot where I come to think. Where you come to get your other single daddy to do things to you. It's nice. You can see the whole city from up here. Really gives you some perspective. Robert reaches behind him and pulls something out from under his jacket. It glints in the moonlight, and I suddenly realize what it is. Ein Messer. Oh shit, that's a knife. Oh my god. Oh. Please don't stab me. Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small piece of wood. Why don't you grab into your pants and pull out a big piece of wood? Please don't stab me with either. Robert takes the knife to the piece of wood and starts carving at it. Das ist so dieser rough guy, aber super sweet inside. Oh, I breathe a very audible sigh of relief as Robert looks at me sideways. Did you think I was gonna stab you just now? What? No? Hate to break it to you, but I did, in fact, bring you out here to harvest your organs. Play along? Play along. Yeah, well, you think you caught me in your trap, but I knew. For years I've been putting the most vile junk food in my body in preparation for this day. Come at me, friend, and reap what you will. 2 steps ahead of you at all times. That's how I operate. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's loving it. Nothing gets past you, huh?
Hey.
Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a folding knife that he opens and hands to me. I'm gonna warn you, the last guy had a knife fight with those 3 fingers because he didn't know the 8 basic rules of knife fighting. You're familiar, correct? I honestly can't tell when you're kidding. I'm so many levels of irony deep that I've forgotten what humor is. Das ist schon ziemlich... Der Typ ist echt witzig eigentlich. He and I laugh. Have you ever whittled before? Considering I'm not a grandpa, no. What do you mean by that? Well, I just thought that you would have a block of wood shipped to you along with your first social security check. Prime, I'll have you know that whittling is a time-honored tradition enjoyed by both young and old alike. That you're dismissing it before you even tried it speaks volumes about your character. However, because I've gotten to know you for some time and have come to think of us as friends, darum bringst du mich auch zu diesem zuckersüßen Ort, I'm willing to attribute it to ignorance instead of malice. What I'm trying to say is, go get that stick. I'm gonna get your wood. Oh my god. Robert motions to a good-looking stick on the ground. Perfect for potential whittling. I pick it up. The most important thing to remember while whittling is to cut with the grain, not against it. If you cut against the grain, the wood is gonna splinter. Isn't the most important thing safety?
Hey.
No. Getting hurt comes with the territory. Look at my damn hands. I look at his damn hands. They're calloused and covered in little white scars. They're very nice hands.
Oh.
You can't make a stick omelette without breaking a few hand eggs. Oh, wow. Hä? Oh.
Knife that wood.
Knife that wood. Okay, Minigame, Jungs. Minigame. That's a good start. What is it? Sharp stick, pencil, knitting needle, sharp stick. Careful, don't poke yourself with that. You made a sharp stick. Okay. Und jetzt? Was passiert jetzt? Tell me about this one. Popsicle stick, tongue depressor, flatworm. Nee, das ist ein Popsicle stick. Now all you need is to carve up some wooden juice, wooden fruit and a wooden freezer. I made a popsicle stick. Boah, was für ein Gameplay, Alter. Das ist krass. Was kommt jetzt? Das ist ein Zahnstocher. What's the story here? Toothpick, bubble popper. Something to make me look tougher. Oh ja, das gefällt mir. It's working. I think it could take me in a fight. Aber nur, wenn wir beide eingeölt sind. Probably. Tough guy accessory. Kommt noch was? Okay. Aha. What's this? Chicken nugget. I don't know. Ouija board planchette. Yep. Now all you need to do is carve up a ward and we're set. And also maybe carve a ghost. Okay. Wir können jetzt Geister beschwören und eine Session halten. Und? Was machen wir jetzt? What the fuck? Nice worm. What's supposed to be? A self-portrait. Louisiana. It's you. Nee, das versteht er falsch. A self-portrait. Spitting image of you. You made a masterpiece. Das sieht aus wie ein Chicken McNugget. Wie viele soll ich denn noch machen? Okay. Was haben wir jetzt noch? Interesting. What do we have here? Chopstick righty. Chopstick lefty. Chopstick ambidextrous. It's a stick. Richtig. Okay. Wie viele noch? Oh, krass, Alter. Oh, ein Schwan. If you keep this up, you'll be a whittling pro in no time. Swan, duck, new friend. He's beautiful. I'm happy for you. Oh, endlich einen neuen Freund. Ich will nicht mehr weiter schnitzen. Was kommt denn jetzt, Alter? Boah, krass. Beautiful handiwork, what do you call it? Big old dog, the spirit of the Mustang. Sir Horsington the Brave. A brave and noble name for a brave and noble creature. Beautiful gift for Amanda. Auch schön. Das war's, oder? Ja, wurde auch Zeit. Aber ich finde, ich habe das Date mega geil. Also, Robert and I sit in silence for a while, carving our pieces of wood. I think I'm getting the hang of this. It's actually kind of relaxing. I glance over to see what Robert's working on. He's carving a smaller wooden knife. Ah! While I'm distracted, the knife slices into my thumb. Blood gushes all over my little wooden carving. Robert is lost in carving and doesn't notice me bleeding everywhere. Robert still doesn't notice? Robert, I'm dying. I'm bleeding to death. Robert finally looks over. He reaches into his jacket again. Jesus, how much stuff does this guy keep in there? And pulls out a red bandana. He wraps it around my thumb. Warum hat er ein rotes Bandana in seiner Tasche? Hold tight. He hops off the truck and I can hear him rummaging around in his car. He comes back a moment later with a well-stocked first aid kit. Robert carefully wipes all the blood off my hand and swipes a bit of antiseptic onto the cut. With surprising gentleness, he places a bit of gauze on the wound and wraps it all up. Krass, der ist bestimmt Arzt oder so eine Scheiße. You okay? Yeah, I'm good. He hands me what's left of the tube of antiseptic. Make sure to keep that cut clean. It's oddly touching and a little sexy. Ooh. I guess I'm a real whittler now. That you are. Be careful though. They're attracted to the smell of blood. Wait, what? What's attracted to the smell of blood? Cryptides. Tons of them out here, you know? Cryptides? Like Mothman and stuff? Mothman is bullshit, but yeah, this town's a hotbed for cryptozoological occurrences. So Chupacabra-Scheiß und sowas, ne? You're joking. Oh, how I wish I were. I'm a skeptic myself, or at least I thought I was. There are things in these woods that we can't possibly comprehend. I think about my entire time in the city. Aside from the occasional stray coyote, I don't think it's too bad.
Oh?
You ever hear of the Dover ghost? I don't think so.
Oh.
Well, let me tell you a story. I was out in the woods here on a weekend camping trip with Betsy. You don't know Betsy, but she's a big pup, pit bull, real intimidating. I feel safe around her. First night goes without incident. I get some solitude. Betsy gets to pee wherever she wants. All good stuff. Second day, I get the idea into my head that I can hike deep into the woods. Probably against my better judgment, but hey, we're just having a fun camping trip, right? So me and Betsy start marching in the morning. It gets a little late. We set up camp, but it's different this night. Real quiet. I can't hear the birds, the crickets, squirrels, nothing. Dead silent. Then it happens. I hear the most unholy growl I've ever heard in my life, right outside my tent. Me and Betsy, we go to investigate. We look around the clearing, nobody's there. But there's this feeling. Not sure if I can quite describe it. I know something is watching us. Betsy, though, she's scared. Never seen her like that. When she's scared, I know that I should be too. And then I see it in the distance. A man, but if something that didn't know what a man was supposed to look like made it, it just looked wrong. Big, arms too long for its body, black eyes. It just stood there and stared at me. Then it disappears. I hear one yell from Betsy and I turn around to check on her, but she's gone into thin air. I didn't sleep at all in my tent that night, and I don't think I've slept right since. That's terrible. You're lying. Wow. Robert.
Hey.
I'm so sorry.
Oh?
They say that if you listen closely on quiet nights just like tonight, you can hear the howl of the Dover ghost. A howl resonates through the woods. Oh my god. It doesn't sound like a regular howl. It's so guttural. Even from far away, something about it makes my skin crawl. Oh, das war jetzt schon gruselig.
Whoa.
Okay, Robert, real funny. I turn to look at Robert. He's white as a sheet. Oh. You're messing with me. Right?
Huh?
I was messing with you up until literally just now. I totally made that camping story up. I strain my eyes to scan the forest line, oh my god, trying to see where the hole originated from. Off in the distance I see something. It's so far away I barely can make out its shape. It looks human, but it's dragging something. Do you see that?
I don't know.
We should go.
Really?
Oh my god. Ernsthaft? Robert and I slowly back away and get into the truck. He turns off his... Der viel so gruselig. Turns off his headlights and we make a slow crawl away back into the road. I'm too scared to look back. What was that? The Dover ghost, I guess. I chuckle nervously. This time he doesn't seem like he's messing with me. Or maybe someone illegally dumping garbage on a wildlife preserve? Yeah, that's the story we'll tell ourselves. We sit in silence for a little while longer. The fear of whatever that was slowly subsiding as we get closer to the city.
Hey.
Thanks for coming out. This was fun. What the fuck? Das war mega gruselig. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. I've just been in a way lately. I had to get out of the house. Warum? Was hast du... Oh, guck mal, das ist sein Gesicht. Had to be around somebody. Oh, okay. You doing okay, man? Robert thinks for a second and lights another cigarette. Been doing a lot of thinking. He takes a long drag. As I get older, I feel more and more that I'm just drowning in the sea of regret. Oh my god, deep feelings here. I was so busy chasing after these things that I thought it would make me happy that I didn't think about anyone else. All I cared about was myself. I didn't even think. Robert stops. I wait for him to finish his thought, but he just stares at the road. Maybe I'm just built like this. Or maybe I do it to myself. Maybe it's my own choice that I'm as unhappy as I am. Wenigstens gestehst du es dir ein, im Gegensatz zu Joseph. I try to think of something to say. I remember all of the times in my life when I've been sad. There's a great many of them. But there was always a light at the end of the tunnel. Something I held onto that kept me going. But there's something so resigned about the way Robert's talking. Wo ist sein Sohn oder seine Tochter eigentlich? That sucks. I'm glad you told me. Maybe we deserve to be eaten by the Dover ghost. I'm glad you told me. It must have taken a lot for you to want to tell somebody this. You're a mysterious guy, Robert. You don't have to be. Do you ever wish you were a better father? Oh mein Gott, mein Herz ist gebrochen. Oh, I think about it for a second. All the time. You can read all the parenting books you want, but nothing will ever prepare you for raising a child. There's so much stuff I regret or wish that I could have done better. But I don't have the answers. I don't know if anyone does. Deep. It's funny. I look at you and your relationship with your daughter and it seems perfect. Nein, es ist nicht perfekt. Robert, nein. It isn't. At least you're there for her. Oh mein Gott. Wo ist deine Tochter oder dein Sohn? I stare out the window at the blur of passing trees. I just hope I'm a better father to my kid than my dad was to me. Die Gefühle. What did your dad do? It's more about what he didn't do. He was quiet, stoic. Don't think he ever once told me that he loved me. Oh mein Gott. He cared more about his work than he ever did about me or my mom. Krass, Alter. Krass, Alter. Robert, ... Do you hate him? No, I used to, but after I became a parent, I just kind of feel bad for him. He missed out on my whole childhood. When I think about all of the happiest moments in my life, they're all with Amanda. And Alex... And Alex? Wer ist Alex? And he just... Achso, and Alex, and he... Nee, das ist... Wer ist Alex? And he just wasn't there. Habe ich noch irgendein Kind, was auch tot ist? It hurt like hell when I had to leave him to die in that Belarusian prison. Oh, Wichser. What? I turn and smile at him. No, he's retired in Florida with my mom. We go there every Christmas. Fand er gut, das fand er gut. We both break out into laughter. He pats me on the shoulder. We drive the rest of the way in silence, listening to the radio and watching the bright lights of the city grow bigger. Schönes Date. Oh, guck mal, wie glücklich der aussieht, aber mit Traurigkeit in den Augen. Das ist so ein emotionaler Kerl, trotz dieses harten Aussehens. Robert drops me off at my place as I'm about to close the passenger door. I realize that I still have Robert's pocket knife in my jacket. I pull it out and offer it back to him. You hold on to that. Never know when you might need it. Night, Robert. Have a safe drive home. Robert smirks, then pulls away. Okay, he then immediately pulls into his driveway, which is 1 over from mine. Wie bescheuert. He gets out and waves. Oh, das ist so süß. I tiptoe into the house, careful not to wake Amanda up. Wow, where did you come from? I look around and spot... Alter, du musst morgen in die Schule. Es ist mindestens 3 Uhr nachts. I look around and spot Amanda coming out of the kitchen with a glass of water. I thought you were sleeping. Oh, Robert woke me up to go cryptid hunting. You know the Mothman is bullshit, right? Amanda Lang... You know what? It's fine. I think about the conversation I had with Robert in the car as Amanda starts walking towards her room. Hey, Amanda.
Huh?
She stops. I love you. Oh mein Gott, was für... Das ist so überschwänglich heute. Das sind so viele Gefühle. Das sind Deep Feelings, Real Talk, Cryptid Hunting. Das hatte alles. It's weird when you say it outright and sincerely like that, but I love you too. Night. I chuckle to myself, then finally decide to go to bed. Freunde, das war die süßeste Folge bisher. Dieses Date muss perfekt gewesen sein. Ich habe alles wieder gut gemacht. Habe ich? Solide. Sehr solide, das Date. Muss man einfach sagen. Also so ein A, Knife Dad, Achievement. Oh, well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Die heult. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Oh, hey, Amanda. The crying immediately stops. Es geht Noah. Not right now. Her voice sounds strange. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see... Oh... Was ist denn das, Alter? Die ficken meine Gefühle hier. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of a bed, knees hugged up against the body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. Alright, I'll leave you be. I go back out of the room and close the door gently behind me. She immediately starts crying again. Oh, ich hätte vielleicht zurückgehen müssen. Wow, I have no idea what has her so upset. She seemed totally normal. I feel awful just leaving her to cry, but I also get the feeling that if I tried to do anything else, it would only have made her more upset. Ja, da kannst du doch nicht gewinnen. I can't stop mentally cycling through all sorts of awful things she could be dealing with right now. More than anything, I just want her to be happy and safe. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. Scheiße, Alter. Und als nächstes Dad wegramsen. I roll out of bed, make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen... Die sieht abgefuckt aus. Frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. Hab ich verkackt. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and takes a still freezer-burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Was stimmt denn nicht mit der? Kleines Pisskind, ey. Oh, okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Scheiße. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at the picture of Amanda hanging on the wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Dieser Amanda-Story-Arc ist mir eigentlich scheißegal. Ich will einfach nur geilen Homosex haben. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream, and it was like nothing ever happened, even. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse, but I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. Okay, sie ist wieder da. I hear Amanda walking in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Tja, aber... Hey, Pumpkin. What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah, I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Die ist schwanger. So I just, whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting is set by now. Ta-da! Dad. Oh. Guck mal, wie süß, Mädchen. It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad and had to start over and... This is beautiful. Yes, sie lacht wieder. It's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big old hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us up some delicious cake. Was ist denn los jetzt mit dir? So, it's really stupid. Bestimmt wegen diesem Noah. What is? This whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately and just don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes? I guess I should start from the top. So, you know how Emma R is going to the fancy art school in California, right? Emma R. The one who puked in Death, Goth, and Beyond, the best friend, the other one? Dad, that was me. Ich kann mir das nicht merken. What? I thought you were Emma P. Dad, are you doing okay? I'm getting legit worried. I've been doing a lot of gluing and varnishing in my unventilated spaces. Das passiert. Carry on. Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? Wegen deiner scheiß Freundin. Oh mein Gott, die ist 18, die benimmt sich wie eine 13-Jährige. And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while. But then I found out from Rosie M that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie's. F's. On the same night, they all told me they were busy studying for the Calc AB final. Yikes.
Oh.
So, another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I, have a crush on Noah, and, that's a thing. What? War? I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay. You're a bad liar. So are you. I learned from the worst. Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R, and she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just kept quiet and keep going about my business. Definitiv 13. Amanda sighs. And then one day I invited everybody out to get nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips and I really, really wanted nachos. Totally understandable. So I go to the mall anyway. I get to the food court and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah, all hanging out together and eating nachos without me. What? It gets better. Boah, richtige high school drama story. It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is kinda weird, right? But then they kiss. No. Ich kann mir das nur mit so einem ironischen Tonfall vorstellen. Yes, I know. So I storm over there and I'm like, hey! And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt because of course she does. And Emma R just like glares at me. Grace. Nothing is coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the borrowing one, gossipy one. Did she poop the bed too? I know. Yes. Grace is the one nobody really likes, so I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything and I'm just like, you guys suck. Which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left, without nachos might I add, which only further contributed to this shitty day. And kam aus dem Nichts. And immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R asking how long you know things been going on and sorry, I know that's a lot. You still following? Nö. Okay. Oh, okay. Get a load of this. Emma R says, oh Gott, warum mache ich das? Das mache ich auch so. Ich frage dann immer, obwohl ich gar nicht wissen will, was da noch kommt. Scheiße. Emma R says, you know what? Let me just read it to you. Oh Gott. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads word for word an arduously long string of text messages. Ich hatte das perfekte Date mit Robert und jetzt kommst du und versaust mir den Tag, du kleine Schlampe. Can you believe that? I cannot believe that. I care so much about my social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, but I am trying my hardest to be supportive.
Oh.
They were dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's being a real terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. Then she left me on read. And then, wait, left me on read? What's that? Was heißt das? Oh, like, she saw my message and didn't reply, and I know because there are read receipts. I don't know what read receipts are, but I'm just gonna nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha. So while this is all happening, the Typ is cool. I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of. Alright, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly... Ey, Mädchen, halt deine scheiß Schnauze. Das sind so Kinderprobleme. Unglaublich. Honestly, it's all just really stupid teenager stuff. Ja, du bist 18. 18. The bottom line is that everybody dropped me, half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Ist doch kein Problem. Du hast doch diese 10-jährige, fette, kleine, deutschstämmige Schlampe. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everybody else, but Emma R's been there since Mom died. Vom Satelliten. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even that mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Oh, scheiße. Amanda steps at the remnants of her cake. Amanda, okay, I take it back. I'm kinda mad she's dating Noah. Ja, weil du den Noah dick wolltest, kleine Ho. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. And as mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad. Boah, richtig traurig, Alter. Amanda looks so dejected I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help? Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sort of tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Okay. Wow. Das denke ich mir auch gerade. Wow. I know it's pretty dumb. Yep. It's not dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. Ich habe not dumb gesagt, weil, ne? Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. So gay. I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Das stimmt. Das ist wahr. When you get older, you start realizing the sort of people you want to associate yourself with. Do you really want to surround yourself with people who would do something like that to their friend? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful friendships. Richtig. Took me a long time to figure that out myself, and I wish I had learned it sooner. Auch richtig. If the other person isn't putting the effort in to show you how much they care, it's not worth it. You're not beholden to being their friend. Ultimately, I think this says way more about the character than it does about yours. Because you're amazing, and if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. Fetter Real Talk mit einer Lüge am Ende. I'll keep that in mind. I looked down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake? Wow. Yes, we did just eat that whole cake. Well, good talk. Amanda gets up to her room. Before she closes the door, she turns around. Hey, Pops. Yes? Thank you. You're always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
Oh, sogar mit Sound. I love you too, Dad. Die hat gar nicht so eine hohe Stimme, wie ich sie immer mache, weil ich immer am Anfang dachte, die wäre jünger.
Welcome. You've got Dad.
So, Freunde. Craig hat uns eine Nachricht geschrieben. Das ziehen wir uns nächstes Mal rein. Tolles Date mit Robert. Dann Amanda, Scheiße am Ende. Aber das gehört auch ab und zu dazu. Man muss seiner Tochter auch was geben. Vielen Dank für die Aufmerksamkeit. Und viel Spaß beim nächsten Mal, wo es hoffentlich ein bisschen heißer zugeht. Bye.